of the fine things in life, and when you are by yourself, you treat yourself accordingly. It's easy for other people to sense that energy from you, right? What people think when you say you need to treat yourself accordingly, you need to do that so it creates that mindset. So when someone does it, you're not jumping up and excited, but it's what you're used to. And when someone provides you with less than that, you get bored instantly because your expectations are so high just for with yourself. They have to 10x when you're with the person. All right, I think I have low self-esteem. I always give, but get nothing in return. You always give, because you feel in your head that you don't deserve of receiving, and you can only receive if you give. That's how you feel. You feel that you're not worthy of receiving. So since you know that the issue is with you giving a lot, tone it down. I don't think it's low self-esteem, but you've equated your value with giving. You feel like in your head you need to exchange to receive. But at the same time, in the exchange, you don't have expectation to receive. You just give with the assumption that someone else is going to give back. That's not how it works. Okay? You need to learn to give to the people that give to you. And you need to learn that a lot of things are not always equated to self-esteem, but your self-value and how you think of yourself. So you feel like in order for you to be valuable to someone and valued, you need to give. So what you need to train yourself is cut down with the giving and then sit back and be in your receiving mode, right? You've been in survival mode for so long and having that expectation that if someone cared, for someone to care for me, I need to give them something. You need to cut that off and sit back and let people cater to you. Because when you're consistently giving, who's going to fill your cup? Because eventually your cup is going to run empty. Okay? So you need to get to a point where you train yourself to be in more of your feminine energy and be more in your receiving energy. And you sit back. Your value is not based on what you're giving a person. Your value is just based on your presence. So you're giving in hopes to be validated, in hopes to be seen. No. You need to see yourself first. You need to validate yourself first. And then when you give to a person, the person is deserving of what you're giving. Okay? So it's not self-esteem, it's self-value. There's a difference. A lot of people feel like if you love yourself, you wouldn't value yourself less. No, you can love yourself and still value yourself less. Okay, let's see. You look amazing. Thank you, Lisa. It's so warm today. I switched off the AC because you guys are complaining, but if it gets hot, I'm switching it back on. I feel like I'm in my receiving mode, but when I don't receive, it gives me it changes my mood and your emotions. So you need to, when you don't receive from someone, you need to give that to yourself. Okay? And being in your receiving energy doesn't necessarily, you need to also don't only think materialistic things like treatment and respect. That is the most mode of receiving. Because when you start to search for moments where you don't receive, your mind is going to focus on moments where you don't receive. But if you're stuck on your receiving mode, you will see that even when someone's not giving you anything tangible, but they're giving you respect, princess treatment, how they're talking to you, that's also still receiving something. So make sure that you clear that up in your mind, that I'm still consistently receiving. I'm always receiving. And even if I value materialistic things more, I still am appreciative of the other things that I'm receiving, like being respected, being catered to, being spoken to well. Like that's you still receiving some kind of treatment. So just remember that material things don't always, well, they are receiving, but if you don't receive material things and you still receive something, some type of a treatment, not just the person that you're dating, but just people around you, it doesn't change your mode. But you also need to be open to seeing other things that you are also receiving. So don't take off the mindset of you always receiving, and never say that there are moments where you don't receive. No, you always consistently receiving, but also open up your eyes to the other things that you are receiving. People opening doors for you, people talking to, oh my gosh, just receiving a compliment. And if you feel like you craving that, do that to yourself. Sit in the front of a mirror, compliment yourself, treat yourself out for a good lunch, do something nice for yourself, so that way it doesn't cut off the circulation or the mindset that you are consistently receiving. So don't get emotional, because whatever your emotions are attached to is what you consistently recreate. So you need to be emotionally charged whenever you're receiving, even if someone is opening the door, etc. You need to train your mind to consistently be open to seeing the different types of receiving forms. Okay. Is a girlfriend allowance something you discuss, or do you wait? You can be suggestive of it. How long have you guys been together, Princess? You can suggest it, but it's always sustainable when it comes from the man, when he suggests that to you, right? You can recommend, you can, just plant the seed in his head, but let it always seem like it came from him, because that way you don't have to chase, you don't have to remind, you don't have to nag about it, but he knows that that is something he set up, so he needs to stick to. So you need to find ways to plant the seed. You know the person better than anyone. Find ways to plant the seed in his head that he thinks it's a good idea for you to have a girlfriend allowance, whether it's a copy of his card, whether it's like physical cash he gives you, etc. Just create scenarios that seem so inconvenient, but this inconvenience is also affecting him. You need to create scenarios where it's inconvenience, but the inconvenience is also affecting him. So true. We used to call for 6 to 7 hours every day. Now I cut our calls to 30 minutes and he's respecting me. Yes, men don't know how to. When you're giving too much, it seems like you have no life. For them, it seems like you have no options. They want something that is not within reach. They like the fantasy of consistently having to chase you. So when you'll talk, you need to end the call. You need to be the one who's saying, well, I gotta go. You cannot consistently wait for him to say that, right? You need to create this narrative like you're the one who majority of the time is ending the call, because in his head you are in demand and they chase that feeling, they enjoy that. But if you're talking on the phone with the guy for 15, 20, 30 minutes till he's like, well, I got another call coming, or I gotta go, you're training him to feel like he's the most important thing in the situation. And you need to watch yourself when it comes to that. Okay? You need to always be the one who has things to do. You need to always be the one who is in demand. And you don't just verbally say this. You need to demonstrate it. And you need to think it in your head. Hold on, guys. I need to take off. At this point, I don't think my phone wants a case. Because, baby, anybody. So you create that in your mind. You book them busy, and then he's going to have that expectation. Oh my gosh, I need to make time to talk to her. I need to make sure that I'm available when she calls, and I need to make sure when she texts I respond quickly because she's always busy. But if you're consistently available to have 30-40 minutes call, A, you're telling him he's your only option. B, you're telling him, hold on, it's too hot, I can't do this. Yeah. Access Shisigesan Ibo. So you need to create scenarios where you have things to, and that's why I'm saying whenever you're dating, don't stop your hobbies. Like, hang out with your friends. If you are having girls' night, continue. If you are having solo dates every week, continue. If you spend 2 hours at the nail salon, continue. Don't change. Let him rearrange his life for you. But if you become a convenience, he's gonna go out and seek something that is inconvenient. Men crave inconsistency. They crave the sense of you not being available. They crave the mentality of people wanting you. They like that. That means they want. For them, everything is competitive. So 6 to 7 hours every day, that's a lot. You could be having a whole side business with that time. cut that down. I'm glad you did. Is that girlfriend? Well, I think I. Oh, it's been 3 weeks. Yeah, that's too soon. He gives but not consistent. Well, you need to create then. So your, it's been 3 weeks. Have you guys officially had the conversation that you are the girlfriend? Did he ask you to be the girlfriend? And then you need to give him rewards when he gives you something. But don't give him those rewards when he doesn't give you something. Like if he gives you money or whatever, you can just give him a kiss or whatever you feel like it's appropriate to reward him. But when he doesn't, switch those rewards so he can pair rewarding with him providing. What tea are you drinking? I'm just drinking Earl Grey. I'm doing a cleanse. I'm doing a raw diet and liquids cleanse. It's a long story. He just cheated. What do you want to do, Nandi? And how did you find out? He just cheated. He has Tinder and he's going hiking with his ex next week. Okay. Are you guys in a serious relationship or you're just, how long have you guys been together? And does he know that you know? Have you confronted him? Is there something, can you manipulate just the situation to get something out of it? And if no, then just walk away. And if he's cheating, why are you not cheating too? At that point, you guys are in an open relationship. Thank you for sharing the live, Bulelwa. When they cheat, you are now in an open relationship. Please share more of your cleanse detox. Also wants to join. So I'm spending 24 to 36 hours with no cooked food. But this is a spiritual thing that I'm doing. I'm just cleansing my energy and my aura. And then I'm just eating fruits when I'm hungry, and then I'm drinking teas, and then mostly water. And then at some points, I'm going to create just a liquid cleanse of just water. It just helps you see, think, it clears your system, and then it clears your mind. It helps with manifestation. It helps with listening to your inner self, your higher self, God, whoever you think that is, clearer. So I tend to do those things when I'm about to do a big change in my life and I just need guidance. Sisi Omdala, hi Tandwa. Yeah, if a man is cheating, he's open to losing you. So you need to be okay with that. You need to ask yourself, right? If I confront him, am I emotional? If you are, don't confront him until you calm down. B, if I confront him, can I manipulate this to get something out of it? If your answer is no, that confrontation is a waste of your time because he's going to gaslight the shit out of you. You're going to walk away feeling stupid. He's going to make you feel like it's your fault that he's even cheated. So you need to go on into that situation with a proper plan. What do I want out of the situation? That's going to help you guide you when you're becoming too emotional. Because, and if there's nothing to get, if he's not financially there, then that's why he's cheating. He's insecure about his own financial status. And as of him, you just walk away. Do better. He just did you a favor. Just like the girl who said here, when her man stopped working, he said he broke up with her because he said she's too high maintenance. He can't afford her. That's a protection from God. Like, why would you want to stick to someone who's no longer going to be able to give you the same lifestyle? Here's the thing. If you are dating, pretend like you're going to the doctor one day and then come back and say to your man, the doctor says I can't have sex for a year or 6 months. Let's see if he's going to stick around faithfully. So it's the same thing. When they can't get anything out of you, they leave. You need to train your mind to believe, if I'm not getting anything to grow me as a person, what's the purpose of me staying? I asked him money. He said he can't. So I'm pushing him by no talking. And yeah, just ignore him. If he can't, he's doing it for someone else. You're just not the person he wants to do it for. And that's okay. Like, I see the things. See, when someone says no to doing something for you, they're saving you time and energy. Why would you want to stick around and see no, if someone is not able to do what you want them to do, oh, that's you being, your time and energy is being saved. Go invest that time and energy to someone else. Why would you consistently want to give someone time and energy when they tell you, I cannot afford your price? Take it, appreciate it, thank them for being honest, and then just keep it moving. Like, I see the things people do for me, but I don't necessarily take it to me being pretty. Task it to me being pretty. Oh, okay. So, okay. I don't know if that's a question. But people will most likely treat you more on your unspoken expectations than your verbal expectations. Men respect actions a lot more than verbatim. So train yourself to remember that. They will, so what you tolerate and you don't tolerate, they will respect you more when you don't talk. You just demonstrate. Like, this is as far as it goes. I don't tolerate this. You don't have to verbally say it, but you just act a certain way, demonstrating that this is not for me. And when you do tolerate it and you like it, you celebrate it, showing that, okay, this actually makes me happy. So it's just that simple. You get to decide how you get treated. And a lot of people want to sit down and have a full conversation with the man, write paragraphs, da 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 da. I wanted to. No, no. If he wanted to, he would. It's just as simple as that. And if he doesn't, then why are you consistently pushing for him to do it? If he's not doing it, he doesn't want to. You can suggest, but if he doesn't want to, walk away and go find someone that will. How do I tell him that I want to be spoiled? By showing up as a woman that expects being spoiled. So you just become that person, and you can hint stuff when you're talking. Hey, I really like this. I really like that. And if he likes you, he will do for you. But if he doesn't, he won't. Yeah, just you let it be known. So when you're starting to date, right, you'll have that question, that conversation with this person. This is what I'm expecting. Or he's gonna tell you what you want, what he wants. I'm looking for a girlfriend. I'm looking for this. And a healthy foundation starts when that conversation is being had, right? Like, what he wants and what do you want. And then when he asks you what you want, you can let him know your expectation. But you don't have to say, I want an allowance, I want this, I want that. You say it in a way that allows him to showcase what his definition of that is. Because let me tell you, people that have mindsets of providers are able to do that long term versus people that pretend to be provided based on what you want. Don't forget, when a man meets you, he wants your lady parts. So he will do, if you tell him, I like a romantic man, I like a man that gives me flowers every week, I like a man that takes me, he will do all of that till he gets to the cookie. He will do all of it till he gets to what he wants, right? And then he's gonna stop. But if you tell him, I like an old-fashioned man, I like a man who loves to protect and provide, I like him. So you need to give him the summary of what you want without going into details, and then step back and watch him show you what that means to him. He will most likely be able to maintain what he thinks that is, versus you, oh well, you need to send me this, he will do everything you verbally tell him, especially if you're giving him details, until he gets what he wants. Because if he's a provider, he will provide, and you will know he's a provider. But if he's a scam of a provider, he's gonna listen to what you say, because men are good listeners. You don't know that they are excellent listeners. He will listen to everything you say. Oh, she likes flowers every week. You know who's gonna get flowers every week for the next 4 weeks? It's you. Oh, she likes this and that. You know who's gonna get all of that for the next 3 to 4 weeks? It's you, till he gets what he wants. You give him your expectations, and you sit back and see what he thinks that is. So if you like, you want a provider, and he doesn't offer you money, he doesn't offer you, then his definition of provision is different. Or you can even ask him right there and there, what do you think a provider is? And then you can, if you want to stop wasting your time, you can just ask and have that conversation there. Most men, especially when you're dating businessmen like straight talk. They're like a contract conversation. Hey, okay, I'm expecting this and that. I'm expecting sex. I'm expecting you to come with me to trips. I'm expecting you to look pretty every day. Da, da, da. If someone is approaching you with that, then you come straight. I'm expecting an allowance. I'm expecting a car. I'm expecting you to maintain these looks. So it just depends on the man you're interacting with. And I always say, even if they say they're expecting sex, don't rush for that. Don't rush. Let that be the last thing out of it. Because at the end of the day, men can say whatever they want to say so that you just can bend over. This is be real. Okay, hold on. I asked how to actually tap into the prettiness and own it. I don't know how to use my pretty privilege guilt. You you need to embrace that. You need to embrace who you are. That's the only way you can tap into it, when you acknowledge it and you're at peace with it. But if you fear it, then it shows. You need to be safe in your body and know you're pretty and know people, you attract people, and be okay with that. Why the guilt? I'm not understanding. Why the guilt? If you're pretty, you're pretty. And if you're getting things because you're pretty, but there's nothing wrong with that. A lot of men get treated well just because they have money. And they expect that. So you need to start behaving like someone who's a spoiled brat and who expects the world to bend for them. Because here's the thing, right? You're pretty today. You don't know how you're going to look in a year, 5 years, 10 years. And then you're going to look back and wish you would have maximized on your pretty privilege. No, maximize now. I don't understand people that fear being pretty. Would you be okay if you wake up tomorrow and you're ugly? If it's a no, then why are you afraid to be pretty? Your beauty is your currency in life. Is what will take you, will bring you into a lot of places. Same thing with men. Their money is their currency. Okay? That's just how it is. For a man to get a certain type of treatment for a woman, he has to have money. For a woman to get some kind of treatment from men, she has to look beautiful. So that's your currency. It's like me saying, here's 5,000. This is your currency to travel. But you say to me, I'm afraid to have 5,000. Just give me 500. No. Celebrate the currency that you have. Because if you don't have the finances of someone who's wealthy, of the man that you, your beauty is what's going to captivate the wealthy. So that's your trade-off. But if you're afraid of your beauty, that means you have this currency that you not using. And then when it becomes taken away, are you going to be okay? Maximize on the beauty. Do you know how many times I've been out and I've had men give me money or do things for me just because they thought I look stunning? And that's my currency, my feminine energy, my looks, my appearance, my body, my lips, my eyes, my neck, my hands. That's all my currency. My skin, the softness of my skin. That's my currency in the world. Me being well rested, me being calm, me being happy, me being energized. That's my currency in the world. So when you fear your currency, it means you're fearing. When you're fearing your looks, it means you're fearing your power. So it's like when someone gives you a lot of money, you're like, oh my gosh, no, I'm not worthy of that money. Just take a half of it. I'll only take half. No, you don't. You say, give me that money. So people that are like, I feel like I'm too attractive and I don't want men to use me for what? Like, Have you ever had a model say, "I'm too skinny, so I don't want to walk in the runway and get paid thousands of dollars for walking on this runway because I'm too skinny. I don't want people to see my figure." No, they'll be like, "Oh, you like my skinniness? I'm gonna use it as much as I can." So, I don't understand the concept of fearing your beauty. Like, you need to definitely, yeah, she should definitely work on her self-worth. Yeah, go to my link and get my From Wounded to Wanted journal and work on the on those prompts until you feel confidence in yourself, because fearing your looks, I don't know. You think because people use the term pretty privilege to humble you. Girl, there's no such. Those people are ugly. Half the people that talk like that are ugly. What does even matter what they say? You're supposed to say, yeah, I'm pretty and I'm privileged. That's how it works. That's why my life is easy, because I'm pretty. It's not my fault I woke up like this. You get humbled by people that you're allowed to humble. If someone says something about your look, that's not your problem. But it also depends on how you're showing off. If you're showing off, showing that you would. Here's the thing, right? If you come to me and say you have red nails, yeah, I know, I do have red nails. But if someone comes to me and says, "Oh, your nails are purple," I'm not gonna go back and forth with that person. Okay, you think my nails are perfect? Good for you. Purple, good for you. But I know my nails are red. So, or Ferrari red. Same thing with you. If someone's like, "Oh, you're pretty," okay, what does it matter? And if someone says, "Oh, I think you're ugly," oh, okay. Is this how you feel? So you when you're entertaining people that make you feel some type of way, it's you. It's you. You can't blame people for it. That means there's something in you that feels like you don't deserve the beauty. That's the only way you can really fear your beauty. Or you feel like you're not as pretty as people think. I don't know. You'll need to work on that. I don't even care what people say. I know I'm shaped like a Coke bottle. I have no waist. I know I have good skin. I'm pretty. I'm smart. I'm feminine. You can't tell me anything to dispute that. And even if you dispute it, that's on you. At the end of the day, I know me. And every time someone says something negative, I just feel sorry for them, because it's got nothing to do with me. It's how they feel about themselves. They just portraying, or they just living evidence that they're envious. And if it's especially if it's a man, "Oh, you have pretty privilege." I know that man wishes he was a girl. So what does it matter what they say? And in all honesty, the more you argue, the more it shows self doubt. Just be like, "Okay, thanks," and move on. Nothing fell off your body. Nothing changed in your bank account. So when people talk, let them talk. Can you imagine? I'm in social media. Do you know how much crap I get from people? Crap. And I'm like, okay, that's how you feel. Shit, it got nothing to do with me. I just triggered you. So a lot of people will talk based on where they are in life and how they feel about themselves. But if you keep entertaining, that means you're buying into the story. Why would you buy into a story that is not a true? That's not true. Um, it's definitely a trauma response, and I will be working on its things. Yeah, it definitely something must have happened in your childhood for you to feel like being pretty is a problem. Just remember, a lot of women are praying for that. So if you look at it and feel that it's a sin, then you need to dig in and figure out, how did I even get here? On to good stuff. I got money to buy your ebook. Woo! Good job, babes. Go ahead, purchase it. Reach out for me for guidance. And if you have any questions, send me an email, etc. I love that for you. And work on it. Use that. Maximize on that as much as you can. You're going to learn so much about yourself. And I promise you, you're going to come back here and let us know how it's going. Every week, you're going to unpeel a layer of yourself. It's like the most magical thing ever. And then you're going to find like different things just aligning with you. Like different things just coming into your life. Like, oh my gosh, I didn't even know I need to learn this. Oh my gosh, okay, wow. Because I'm still working. I'm still using my ebook. I use my ebook to manifest and work, and that's how I got to the cleanse. It just came to me. I'm like, oh my gosh, I need to do this cleanse. It just like things. It's amazing. I'm telling you. Hey girl, hey KG. Yeah, purchase it and let me know how it goes. Reach out to me if you have any questions, send emails, etc. Yeah, you're digging the red, Mick. You should have sent me money for this red if you like it so much. So, yes, girl. I'm happy for you. Let us know how it goes. I have some family members that purchased the ebooks and that they're using it. One of them went back to church, stopped drinking, just working on themselves. Send you my Cash App. Okay, let me send you my Cash App right now. So yeah, I love it when people work on themselves. It's one of the most amazing things you can ever do for yourself. So keep it up. Keep it up. Hold on, I have my Cash App right here. So, and then you can, and when you're done using it, add a review on my website. Because I want to hear all about it. I'm right here. No, I haven't left. I mean, I'm still at home. Don't you recognize the gold, the curtains? Yeah. Okay, you getting it tomorrow? No problem. Hold on, I need to give Mick my Cash App. Hold on. Yeah. Okay, you getting it tomorrow? No problem. Hold on, I need to give Mick my Cash App. Hold on. Cash App. Hold on. Can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Let me know if you guys can still hear me. Okay, perfect. Mick, are you on here? I'm about to show you my Cash App. I thought I was able to write it, but I don't know how to write stuff on here. It's crazy. TikTok is just, I don't even know. Just pin it. I don't know how to do that. Comments. Oh, here we go. I found it. TikTok is so intense. Number 1. It's so easy, actually. Oh. Okay, I just did. So, yes, where was I? Yeah, you need to work on that. When you can get the money, which is very cheap. My ebook is very cheap. Go purchase from Wounded to Wanted ebook and work on it. You need to learn how to cater to yourself. Okay, Diamond. Hi. So you need to cater to yourself just like you want other people to cater to you. And you can only understand that when you've done your inner work and you treat yourself accordingly. Love on yourself, man. Slow down when you're taking a bath. Slow down when you're brushing your teeth. Slow down when you eat and chew your food. You know, drink your water out of a wine glass. Get your nails done, even if you're doing them yourself. I don't know. Brush your hair. Put on some little eyeliner, mascara on your face. Like, honestly, you need to slow down and enjoy that. Be more present. When you're about to do something, sit down. Create space. You know, you need to treat yourself. And it doesn't necessarily mean, yeah, you need to self-care. It doesn't necessarily mean you have to go to Gucci, I mean, those are cute things, Louis Vuitton, but you need to treat yourself in a way. So when you step out there and people start talking to you, you already have that expectation to be treated like that. But y'all don't want to treat yourselves well, but want to expect people to treat you well. Everything you do in the dark shows up in the way you carry yourself and around people. I don't care what people say, it will reflect. It will reflect. So a lot of things, when people are like trying to show off for like petty things, then I just look and be like, okay, where's the rest of this excitement that you're expecting from me? Because I'm used to that. I'm used to that life. I put on a candle in the shower and all. It's so soothing. Yeah, I always have candles around. Even when I'm meditating, when I'm reading, when I'm journaling. Candles are a very spiritual symbol. Candles and mirrors. Look at yourself in the mirror. Compliment yourself. Like, before you even go out there and expect people to do that for you, you need to layer, create that foundation. Love on you. Because here's the thing, right? Human beings are, it's nature. They will disappoint you eventually. But if you created the foundation in yourself, you won't fear losing it when someone gives, and it's not going to be overly exciting when someone gives, because you're used to it. It's your starting point to be treated good. And that's why I always say you gotta celebrate yourself so other people can celebrate you. But you'll want the other way around. You want people to celebrate you so that you start celebrating yourself. That's not how it works. When they say charity begins at home, everything starts with you. Everything is internal. Everything starts with how you perceive. Everything starts with how you respect yourself. It's all you. It's all you. So you need to look at yourself and ask yourself, if I was the type of man I want to date, would I date me? If it's a no, no wonder why you're still struggling to get that man. Be honest with yourself. Do I show up as a woman that can be taken to business meetings? Am I showing up as a woman that can be introduced to the family? Am I showing up as a woman? You need to ask yourself all of these things. When you're having these conversations, and you are listening to yourself and you're like, oh my gosh, I don't even sound that interesting. Then you need to create that persona, create that person, create that version of yourself. What's the worst that can happen? You're not going to lose anything. Instead, you're going to learn more about yourself. Educate yourself, read, journal, get hobbies. Half of your hobbies is getting dressed and going to a restaurant and drinking with your friends. That's not a hobby. It's not a hobby. Get hobbies. Educate yourself about. Do y'all know what's happening in Paris? I bet most of y'all don't even know what's going on. What's been happening in Paris. But it's things like that. Educate yourself on just like the surface level of life. So when you're sitting and meeting certain people, you know what to talk about and how to respond when they mention certain things. You'll sit on Instagram and TikTok, watch women that are exposed by men. You'll sit on there and look at bags and shoes. You'll sit on there. All that time should be time that you spend on yourself. Spend on yourself. Go for a walk. Go for a run. Listen to inspirational conversations. Learn how to think. Be kind to yourself. There's so many things that women need to work on. That is just when you listen to people, you just like, oh, here we go. Hey, Becky. And when you become that person, you will realize that you don't have to chase and look for these men, these situations, these friends, these places. They're gonna just start finding you. You're gonna start getting invited to certain places. You're gonna get it's gonna change because you change. You now look at the world differently. Everything you perceive is based on your self perspective. It's based on your self concept and your personal reality. I'm telling you right now, when I saw this, when I've been using my From Wounded to Wanted journal, right? I started just like looking at life differently. Like even when I walk, so where I run is close to where I golf. And I go to those areas, oh my gosh, maybe 6 times a week. Tell me why, when I became more present, I found a car keys. I found a phone. What else did I find? Same place. Same area that I run in. But I became more vigilant. I started viewing things differently. You need to train yourself. Even with men, you need to look at them from a different perspective. Not as things that you fear. Not as things that should want you. You need to change your concept. I always tell my kids, have a good health relationship with yourself. Yes, that's right. You need to create that relationship with yourself. But a lot of people want to be treated well for them to respect themselves. They expect external validation so that they can treat them. No. You have to internally validate you so that the external validation can come. And I always say, you will only find my page when you are ready to grow. And if you haven't found my page or if you haven't purchased my product, it's because you're not ready. And when you are ready, you will know. That's why I don't beg people to follow me, please buy my product. No. The right people will find me. The right people will invest. It's all about when the person is ready to receive. Same thing with me. When I'm ready to receive certain things, they just appear. Okay, here we go. What? I love it here. Always remember that you are the prize. Lori Harvey, period, boo. And they always forget that part. They treat men like they're the prize. Then they wonder why men disrespect them. A woman's body is more expensive than a man's body. Any day of the week. Even when you're dead, you're still more valuable. Do your research. But you'll give men upper power. Let them be the president when they disrespect you because they're not used to that. They're not used to that. Ever since I started following you, tips and talking stages have been failing. That's because you shedding all the crappy talking stages. She said, say it again. They'll really be treating men like they are the... Yeah. If your talking stages are failing, it's because you are taking my advice and using it on people that can't afford it. You need to change up the people you're talking to. You can I always try to make simple analogies because a lot of people will be like, what do you mean? What is it? You can progress to grade 7, but want to consistently go to your grade 6 class and don't expect yourself to get bored. No, you've progressed in life. You need to start staying in your grade 7 class. You need to start hanging out with people in grade 7. You need to start talking with people in grade 7. You can be up here and then you consistently interacting with younger people with a narrow mind that haven't even passed the grade. No, you need to elevate. You need to find people that are in the category of what you're looking for, because you've elevated. Why are you elevating but consistently tapping back into the little bitty pond? No, that's not how it works. Yes, that's what I'm working on. I really appreciate you. You're welcome, Becca. Yeah, you can elevate and still wanna hang around the low income, the low mindset, and then expect results. No, you can't go to a man that gets paid $80,000 a year and say I want a Bentley. How can you afford a $300,000-$400,000 car? That's not how it works. If you want a Bentley, you need to go to people that earn $7-10 million, because $300,000 is nothing to them. If you're going to an $80,000 man, you can ask for a Honda. That's like what, $500 a month for him? He might be, depending on his. You need to be real with what you want and where you're seeking that from. If you're seeking high things from people that can afford, you will always consistently feel like you are failing because of where you are requesting these things from. Once you start elevating, you need to either just cut off your past and start circulating in new places. Love the lip color. Thanks, boo. Preach. I've decided to change my location, thinking of moving where rich people. If you can afford it, why not? And I always say, if you cannot financially afford that as of yet, then you need to frequent those places. Go eat there, go work out there, go shop there, take your walks there, go to their coffee shops, like frequent. Because what that does, even if you don't meet a person, a man, you will see how they dress. You will listen to their conversation, how they speak, the places they go to. You might even make some friends. Was supposed to go out on a date with a guy, and on the day he said he had a headache. Well, your phone has been disconnected, so your number is no longer available. How about that? My area is full of dusties. Yeah, don't hang around there, because a lot of people date what's in proximity to them. That's literally why people feel stuck, because you're dating what's close to you. If you want to date better, you need to go to those places where better reside. Proximity is the reason why you're stuck. Yeah, then you need to hang around in those areas, be a frequent in those areas, find friends in those areas. And initially, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. But with time, it's going to become normal. It's going to become part of who you are. I drive 55 miles to breathe the air. Lol, good for you. Even if it means 100. Unless you're willing to date the people around you, then I bet you get in the car and drive. I used to feel like I attracted those brokies. No, I allowed them to scratch that new. Yeah, so scratch that. Yeah. When you consistently rolling around in the dust with your past, you always gonna feel stuck. Always gonna feel stuck, because you keep on entertaining the same thing. It's the same. So don't be entertaining something that's not worthy of your time. Mick, where's my cash app? Mick, just be on here, just be talking. Anyways. So those are the things you need to ask yourself. If this is what I want, why am I consistently entertaining what I don't want? That means part of you still thinks you deserve what you don't want. Because if you don't want it, you will say to yourself, I would rather be by myself if I don't, and if the man I want doesn't come to me, the type of man I want. But if you're like, I'm afraid to be by myself, it's okay if I just entertain this for the time. Girl, you're gonna entertain that all your life. And don't be coming back here letting us know how sad you are. We don't care. We don't care. We don't care. You entertaining dumb shit, then you finna get the dumb shit. So don't be coming here, oh, I can't. Oh no, we can. We know. We knew. We knew that was not gonna go anywhere. So if the people around you are not the people that you want to date, then you need to start frequenting in different areas. It's just like that. And it's literally is so much easier for women. A woman could be broke today, married to a millionaire tomorrow. A woman could be a stripper today, married to a guy with a private jet tomorrow. Just like that for women. But you're all afraid of your beauty. Oh, okay. So I should block headache guy number. He did fly to Cape Town but got sick. Well, if you wanna understand, girl, then understand. Shit. He got a headache. He couldn't drink pills to take the headache away. The headache is like hey, I beg, do what's there, do what you think. Who am I? Nobody. From grass to grace. Okay. Gracie, I don't know what that means. Yeah, you wanna date these men, you wanna understand, girl, I don't give a shit. You had a headache, there are pain tablets. You couldn't drink no pain tablets. There are pain tablets you can take that make you stay awake. You don't even have to be asleep. They keep you awake. You couldn't take those because there's different type of pain medication. There's pain medication that makes you sleepy, and then there's pain medication that keeps you up. You let this headache, then you and your headache should stay together. I'm not doing none of that. Oh, this thing, why is it asking now? I don't even know. He don't take you seriously. It was just an excuse. Yeah, I'm not entertaining no headache conversation. I have a headache. Okay, I'm gone. Good luck with your headache. Who finna be understanding when there's so many options in 2025? I'm not hearing none of that. Why didn't he invite her where he was? Oh, ain't nobody going to his hotel. My ex told me I'm too expensive. Thank God. I would have been like, you're the real MVP for letting me know. So let me not waste my time over here. I'm out. Thank him. Because you could have wasted all your time and energy convincing him to love you, only to find out he can't even afford you. No, you just dodged several bullets. You better be grateful. If you tell me I'm too expensive, you can't afford me, I'm not sticking around to convince you. Okay. It's like someone saying my lipstick is black. Okay. If that what you see, shit is shit. Called me a gold digger. His mom too never bought me even a designer, but I would have been like, what gold, bro? You sitting there with coal and stones. You think that gold? The only men will call it gold diggers are men that have no gold to dig. You're a gold digger, hey baby. Don't be concerned. Ain't nothing but rocks in your wallet, so you good. You safe. Now the people with gold, they want you to dig their gold. That's why they work hard for their gold to be dug. They want you to spend their money. You're a gold digger. Oh. Any man that uses that terminology screams broke. to me so bad that I'm just like, well, thanks for showing me who you are. So I'm not gonna stick around here and understand, because we know what time it is. And his mom, imagine that. Any mom that discussed dating to his mom, any man that discussed dating to his mom in that much detail, he never liked you, girl. He never really liked you. I need to order a cover for my passport. So what have you been up to? Reading anything new? I'm reading 2 books simultaneously. I'm finishing this book. I mean, ain't nothing on there that I did not know. So it took me maybe a week and a half to read it. And then I'm reading a book about the mind. That's what I've been reading. Well, the other one is an audio. So I've been listening to it. I mean, I say reading, but I've been listening to it. And when you get to a point in your dating, when you stop trying to convince a man to treat you well, and you just accept, okay, this is what he's saying, this is what he can and cannot afford, no problem. You move on to that. You're saving so much time. But if you're sitting there and trying to convince your man your worth, that means you are not even confident. You don't even believe your worth. Why should he believe that? If you don't believe what you're worth, why should he even believe that? If you don't bargain with facts, you don't bargain with your beliefs. So when you're bargaining, it means there's a gap there. There's something, the brain and what's coming out of your mouth is not really lined up. So when someone says, I can't provide what you want, or says, oh, but that's too expensive, do you really think? Don't be sitting there, go back and forth. Be like, oh, all right, thank you for letting me know. I'm going to go now and leave. But if you sit there and defend and demand and girl, you don't even know your value. Alright, I'm gonna go now. I'll give you guys 5 more minutes for any questions. I've been feeling like doing live this week. I don't know how next week is gonna play out. But and then I just posted another video. Go check it out. Go like, comments, and share with the people that need to hear. Yo, it's so hot outside. People are sitting outside having lunch. Outside. It's too hot. I'm from Durban. I'm from Durban, babes. KwaZulu Natal sana. I know South Africa is so cold. I was trying to come home, but oh, when I hear the weather, I'm like, lovely to see you, homie. What's up, homie? Will I be going to Europe this summer? I'm going somewhere. You'll see. I'll show you guys when it's time. But ngiya somewhere. Ngathi yanki bulky le. Ngiyakhumbula yanki say mayisa inja, and then you open it up like this so we can, and then when it starts getting old and it starts doing this. I'm definitely traveling this summer though. And I want to start making less content of me talking and just me, because I've said a lot of things. I've said basically all I need to say about dating. Now I just need to show up here and just show different content a little bit, just switch it up. Keep shining, Sanasam Ngiyabonga Best Lady SA. Alright guys. Let me go and continue with my cleanse. I want to be outside so bad, but if I go outside, I'm gonna eat something. I'm gonna drink something. It's gonna be a mess. So I don't know. I don't know how this day is gonna play out, but we're gonna see. Alright guys. I will see you guys next time. Don't forget to subscribe to my YouTube. Go to my link tree. See the different options. One-on-one calls. My journal morning thing. All the works. All on my page. If you have questions, feel free to send me a inbox. Bye. My YouTube name is the same as this, but the link in my bio has all the details. So you just click on that link that's written YouTube, and it's going to take you to my actual YouTube page.